496 Blood West, you have another assignment there, Central?
No message.
Excuse me?
There was no message.
Where?
On the Vic. The last bodies had something written on them. This one didn't.
I'm failing to follow you.
Can't be the same guy is what I'm saying, right? Before you start trying to link this to Maldonado and all the others.
There are more factors to consider than the messages, Rusty.
This doesn't fit your pattern, Cole. End of conversation. Understand? Cole, come on! You're making a right at the next intersection. You don't need to turn here. Take the next left. At least the rain stopped. You can change back into those white bucks now.
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. We're investigating a case, and one of your laundry labels came up. F1363.
If you give me a minute, I'll go find a register and you can take a look. You take a look for yourself. I've got clothes that need pressing.
You wrote the number down on that dress, is it there?
Mrs. T. Terrellson, 43 Emerald Street, Westlake.
I think we ought to investigate the hobo lead.
Well, if you think we ought to, then I guess we ought. Cole! Okay, at the next corner, go right. Okay, so go left at the next one.
Always bother. Leave me alone. My fault. Where's my wife? Nobody cares about me. I took a
We're
bullet.
looking for a
Nobody cares
tall
about
man
me.
with a disfigured face. You know him?
Huh? What? I fought in 2 wars, you know, son. I think I earned some peace and quiet.
Ah, the bum isn't here.
Look at these people.
We should follow the
Leave me
lead.
alone.
These guys can
No,
wait.
no.
Solve that big case.
Caught the guy who was pretending to be dead?
Help me out.
We have a lead. Let's find out what the husband has to say for himself. I've got a feeling we're about to meet another wife killer.
You've always got that feeling, Rusty.
Yeah, and it's usually correct.
Please, for once, can you not let your assumptions color your detective work?
Just you wait. Nordic types show a particular disposition for this stuff.
Any Century unit, a possible 415 at Alvera Street Plaza, unit to handle code 3, identify.
Up ahead, you make a right. Phelps! Keep on going through here.
56th Street, found at 56 at this time.
Sorry! My partner isn't the greatest driver in the world! You don't need to turn here.
Any Century unit, a possible 415 at Alvera Street Plaza, unit to handle code 3, identify.
11K, go ahead.
11K, roger. Citizen reports at 415 at Alvera.
You're crazy.
If I'm crazy, it's your fault. Running around behind my back. How am I supposed to trust you, goddammit?
Whoa, sir. I think you ought to calm down.
Mind your own goddamn business. Why is everybody always on my case?
Watch it!
Hurt me!
Give it up, old man!
Bastard!
Car 11K. Code 4 at Alvera Street, but I'll need an ambulance. Shots fired, and suspect is down.
Roger on your ambulance, 11K. All units be advised, code 4 at the Alvera Street Plaza.
Go right, just now. Through this intersection. Straight on. Give me a break. Keep on going. Just ignore this turn. I need you to take a left at the next corner. Slow and steady, come on! Take the next right.
This officer needs help. Bank of America 7th and Olive. Officer needs help. Bank of America 7th and Olive at 211 in progress and shots fired. Unit to handle code 3, identify.
You need to turn left at the next junction. So wait for the next turning and go right. Take the next left.
11825, code 6.
Gently.
Looks like a match with the ligature marks.
Hello? Yes?
Detectives Phelps and Galloway. Is your wife home, sir?
My wife went out last night and she hasn't come home.
Can you describe your wife and what she was wearing?
We were out at a friend's place, Bobby Ross's, for a party. She was kind of dolled up. She had her green silk dress, open-toed white shoes. Those are her favorite shoes.
Can we come in, Mr. Tarleton? I'm afraid we have some rather bad news. Do you have someone who can look after your children, Mr. Tarleton?
I've been trying to arrange a sitter. Look, tell me what's happened.
I'm afraid your wife was murdered last night. Her body was found this morning. We're very sorry for your loss. I know this is a difficult time, Mr. Tarleton, but we are going to need you to answer some questions. First, we're going to take a look around.
What for? You don't think
It's
that...
procedure. You see to your girls.
Stay here till Daddy's finished talking to these men.
Where's Mommy?
Everything's gonna be all right, sweetheart.
We would like Mommy to come home now, Daddy.
What's the problem, Terrelson? Let him search. You got nothing to hide. You want to hear something funny, Terrelson? Some bums think filling out a missing persons report actually rules them out as a
This
suspect.
doesn't pertain to the case.
Need to check if she was a regular. I wonder why the picture was turned down. I don't think so. Baron's bar again. Someone must be real sweet on this dive.
If you'd excuse me, ladies.
Circumstantial.
Lars was out in the rain last night. We could see if Pinker can match the impression to the crime scene. So she went out without her handbag? She'd have to be in quite a state to leave this behind. At least she was spared that particular indignity.
I'll be out of your way momentarily, ladies.
For the record, Mr. Terrelson, what is your wife's name?
Teresa.
Do you have any idea why anyone would want to hurt your wife?
No. Everyone loved Teresa. She was so full of life. It can't be anyone who knew her.
So you don't know anyone who would want her dead?
No, I don't.
You said you went to a party at Bobby Ross's place?
That's right, Bobby had a bunch of people over. We were having a good time. She said she was bored and decided to leave.
So when I call this Bobby Ross character and he tells me you're lying...
Look, what do I have to do to convince you that I stayed at the party?
Sorry. Sometimes you have to shake the tree to see what falls out.
You let your drunk wife leave the party and go off on her own?
Look, I was angry. I was having a good time. She has to go and ruin it. We always have to do what she wants to do. Last night she wanted to go dancing.
Any idea where?
Where she always goes. A bar down on North Beaudry Avenue. Baron's bar. She goes there, drinks too much, gets maudlin, and calls me. I go and bring her home.
Mr. Terrelson, was Teresa happy at home?
Yeah, I think she was.
Spill it, Terrellson. We like the look of you for this, so you better give us something.
We're at the party. She has a few and says she wants to go out dancing. We only have the sitter until 9. I get mad. I tell her to go ahead, but I'm staying. She storms out. Look, I'm doing well at cards. I hardly ever do well. I married her because she was so much fun, but now she drives me fucking crazy.
What time did she leave the party?
About 8:30, maybe a little earlier.
When was the last time you saw your wife?
Around 8:30. The card game at Bobby's was wrapping up. I played out my hand and drove home here. I paid the sitter and went to bed.
Why did you only report your wife missing this morning?
I thought she would have called up last night from the bar.
Thanks for answering our questions, Mr. Terrellson. You'll need to go downtown to identify your wife's body.